Hi everybody. So today we're going to be talking about bullying. Bullying is a form of aggressive behavior manifested by the use of force or coercion to affect others, particularly when the behavior is habitual and it almost always involves an imbalance of power. So bullying can be one person making fun of another, with verbal harassment. It can be someone trying to beat someone up, so physical assault or coercion. It may be directly repeated towards particular victims, perhaps because of race, religion, gender, sexuality, or ability. It can be a group of people or it can be just one person. And it's important to remember that the imbalance of power could be social and or physical power. 3 types of bullying. There is physical bullying, like I just mentioned, which is hitting, kicking, pushing someone, stealing from them, hiding someone's things, making them do something that they don't want to do. Verbal bullying, which is name-calling, teasing, insulting. And then social bullying, refusing to talk to someone, so, squeezing them out, spreading lies and rumors about someone, socially icing them, or making someone feel left out or rejected. And it's important to remember that bullying can occur in any context in which human beings interact with each other. This includes school, church, family, the workplace, home, and neighborhoods. It's even common in politics, government, and migration. Some myths about bullying. Bullying is not the same thing as conflict. Bullying is aggressive behavior that involves the imbalance of power we talked about, and often it's repeated over time. Most bullying is not physical. This may be what first comes to your mind when you think about bullying. However, the most common form of bullying for both boys and girls is verbal bullying. And it's also common, even more nowadays, for youth to bully each other through social isolation. I mean, technically, you don't even have to be in the same county or the same town to bully someone now with social media. The next bullying myth: bullying isn't serious, it's just a matter of kids being kids. Bullying can be extremely dangerous. It can affect the mental well-being of someone, their academic performance, and their physical health. And kids these days are killing themselves over being bullied. So it isn't just kids being kids. The next myth: bullying doesn't happen at my child's school. Bullying is more common at some schools than others. However, it can happen anywhere children and youth gather together. Studies show that between 15 to 25% of U.S. students are bullied with some frequency, while 15 to 20% admit they bully others with some frequency. So it's happening all over the place. Bullying is occurring in rural, suburban, and urban communities, not just in urban schools, among every level of race, geographic region, income level. It cuts across all those. It doesn't matter. The next myth: bullying is more likely to happen on the bus than at school. Bullying does happen on the bus. Most research indicates that bullying happens on school grounds. So playgrounds, the classroom, the cafeteria, bathrooms, and hallways. Next myth: children and youth who are bullied will almost always tell an adult. This is absolutely not true. Adults are often unaware that bullying is going on because most kids don't report it. Some studies show that 25 to 50% of kids talk to an adult about bullying. So boys and older children are less likely than girls and younger children to talk about bullying. Why are kids so reluctant to tell about bullying? Well, they fear retaliation by children, and they also fear that adults won't take their concerns seriously and won't be able to help them. The next myth: children and youth who bully are mostly loners with few social skills. Children who bully usually don't lack friends. In some research, it has shown that they actually have larger friendship networks than other children. Usually they have a small group of friends who support and encourage their bullying behavior. And bullies sometimes also have more leadership skills than victims of bullying or children not involved in bullying. So they know what they're doing. The next myth, bullied kids need to learn how to deal with bullying on their own. Some children have the confidence to stop the bullying when it happens, but many do not. And kids can't be expected to deal with bullying on their own. And then the last myth, most children and youth who observe bullying don't want to get involved. The good news is that most children and youth think that bullying isn't cool, and they feel that they should do something when they see it happens. Unfortunately, they're not sure what to do, and they haven't been educated on how to handle the situation. So who is a bully? What does this person look like? All bullies tend to have one thing in common. Someone or something is making them feel insecure. So they are basically somewhat unhappy, and therefore they bully to make themselves feel better. Okay? They could have something going on in their family, divorce, a death, any kind of serious problems. They might not feel like they're getting enough attention from parents or teachers. They might have watched their parents or older siblings get their way by being angry and pushy, so it was role model for them. Maybe they are also bullied. They could have older siblings that this has happened to repeatedly, and they might be spoiled by their parents. Who is a target for bullying? So anyone can be a target for bullying. Oftentimes, like I said, there is an imbalance of power. The bully or the target are either smaller or bigger than most kids their age. The target could be a minority or have some kind of disability. And it could be even that your name is sort of out of the ordinary. Any possible reason the bully could find or need, they will find it. Why do others let it happen? Such a great question. Oftentimes, the bully is someone others look up to and they want to hang out with. They want to be on the side of the bully because it makes them feel stronger. They may be entertained by the bullying. They may think it's funny. They oftentimes might not think that speaking up will help or do anything to change the situation. And most importantly, they're afraid that if they say something, the bully will turn on them. So it's better that it's happening to him than me. How to deal with bullying. What parents or adults can do. A lot of you that are listening to this talk may not be parents, but you might have little brothers or sisters or cousins that could come to you. And so this is why this is important for you to hear as well. I want you to talk with and listen to kids every day. If you're around a child, just plug into them, find out what's going on, check in, pick their little brain about how things are going at school with friends and peers. If you're a parent or an involved adult in a child's life, spend time at school and recess. You can see the dynamics clearly. Even in the classroom when kids are doing work, you can see the hierarchy and pick up on what might be going on. Be a good example of kindness and leadership in your own home. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Learn the signs of bullying that we talked about. Create healthy anti-bullying habits early. Help schools address bullying effectively. A lot of times schools will bring in programs and they need adults to help run those programs. You don't have to be a professional to be able to help. Establish household rules about bullying. If bullying is not allowed in the home, there's a greater chance that it won't happen at the school. Teach children how to be a good witness or positive bystander. Role model with them what to do if they see this happening, how to handle it. And it doesn't necessarily mean confronting the bully. Teach children about cyberbullying. Cyberbullying, cyber safety is a whole nother lecture, but equally important, and kids need to know how to handle the cyber world. And spread the word that bullying should not be a normal part of childhood. I hope you enjoyed this little talk. Have a great day.